What's up, fans? Welcome to Reward the Fan. I'm Laura Heywood, and this is our exciting, incredible, awesome Broadway trivia series, or BTS as I like to call it. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we're here, we're promoting Broadway. We are bringing you the love of Broadway for the fans, by the fans, rewarding the fans. Each week we'll be asking about a different Broadway show to highlight the new and exciting up-and-coming shows, as well as the productions that you already adore. Today, we're talking all about Disney's Aladdin. I've got my Aladdin pin on. You know, it's the story of a street rat who falls in love with a princess, poses as a royal with the help of a magic genie and a lamp, and then, of course, chaos ensues. Typical story, right? Well, we will give you 10 questions. You'll tap on 10 answers, and for each one you get right, you'll earn 5 cents in reward dollars. If you make it through all 10 questions, everyone still in it, our finalists, will be splitting our $250 reward dollar prize, and then automatically be entered to win the grand prize. That's right, one lucky fan will receive 2 theater tickets for free. Now remember, if you miss one, you can always use an extra life. You get those by referring fellow fans. Plus, every time you refer someone new, you earn reward dollars for questions they get right too. Your referral code is just your user ID, so it's as simple as that. Now, you musical mavens, you Broadway buffs, you true thespians, I know you want the inside scoop on how and when to win free tickets from Reward the Fan, especially for Broadway shows. So, if you're on social media, and I know you are, follow us on all the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, at Reward the Fan. No dashes, no dots, no underscores, at Reward the Fan. We have a ton of new and exciting things coming your way, especially for our BTS. That's Broadway Trivia Series. We don't want you to miss a thing. You also don't want to miss our RTF Tailgate, followed by our next game. At 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll do the RTF Tailgate on Facebook Live, where we'll hang out and give hints to upcoming questions for the next game. That is at 8 p.m. Eastern. Jeremy Hassel will be here asking you golden ticket questions, which means it's about all live events. And if you win, you can choose from theater or sports or concert tickets, and that means if you don't win now, maybe you'll win later. We're hoping you win now. Don't go anywhere because we're about to get started with question 1. Remember, we're talking about Broadway's Aladdin today. If you forget, just check the pin. We're not too far from starting. We're pretty close, and we're starting at the beginning with all of you fans watching, including Harry G. Best MC, Blue Diamond, Pickled Pepper, Dad Q, and Fireman 12. Here is our first question. When was the official opening date of Disney's Aladdin on Broadway? March 20th, 2014, April 5th, 1920, or January 7th, 2020? Well, look, 2020 hasn't happened yet, and we know Aladdin's currently running at the New Amsterdam Theater, so that's an easy one to eliminate. And 1920, that was a long time ago. So just by using a little bit of common sense here, you can deduce that the answer is not too long ago. It's March 20th, 2014. Almost 1,400 of you got that right. For 5 years, Aladdin has been sweeping us off our feet. Soon it'll be hitting the silver screen too, and we'll get back to that a little bit later. Now it's time for question 2. Which actor played the original Broadway genie? Was it Will Smith, Robin Williams, or James Monroe Iglehart? This is a toughie because all 3 of these actors have played the genie. Robin Williams was, of course, legendary in his portrayal of the big blue guy in the full-length animated feature. Will Smith, well, I'm sure you've seen him all over taxis and bus signs and billboards right now. But it was none other than my Bay Area buddy, my hometown pal, James Monroe Iglehart, who first brought the character to life on Broadway. I still wonder how he got all that glitter off after every performance. We've got 936 of you moving on to a question about the title character with question 3. What is the name of Aladdin's royal alter ego? Is it Prince Ali, King Ali, or Jester Ali? Remember how he used one of his wishes to get access to Princess Jasmine? And he showed up in a grand parade full of animals. He's got 75 golden camels. Don't they look lovely, June? I love that song, but I promise you I am not going to sing again. Was he a king, a jester? No, you know this one. He was Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababwa. Did you get that one? If you did, and you got it right, then you're about to be entered to win our reward box prize for question 3. The reward box prize is 3 lives going to 1 lucky winner. If you win, you can start using those at our next game. And the winner is Nenamunakita. I hope I pronounced that right. I love your username, even if I got it wrong. All right, remember earlier when we mentioned that Will Smith is the newest genie? That brings us to question 4. When does the new live-action Disney film Aladdin premiere? May 24th, 2019, June 23rd, 2025, or April 14th, 2030? Well, look, today's date is May 22nd, so that'll give you a little hint, perhaps. I mean, how far in advance does Disney need to promote this release anyway? 6 years, 11 years? I mean, they did start talking about it a while ago, but not that long ago. So I'm hoping you guessed this one. The movie comes out this Friday, May 24th, 2019. Do you have your tickets yet? Speaking of movie tickets, shameless plug, we give those away on Saturday nights. All right, here is question 5. Which of these Aladdin productions debuted first? The original film, the Broadway musical, or the animated TV series? Now, the roots of Aladdin go way back, all the way to the 1700s, to a collection of stories called Arabian Nights that included a story called Aladdin's Wonderful Lamp and also Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. We are not going anywhere near that far back today. As I mentioned in question 1, the Broadway musical Aladdin premiered in 2014. Would you believe that the animated series launched 20 years before that in 1994? And of course, both of them were inspired by our answer, the original film, which came out in 1992. Now, if you're not near New York City, you can still see Aladdin the Musical, which is currently on tour. It's currently in California, moving on to Texas, Washington, D.C., North Carolina, and all over the country. AladdinTheMusical.com has all those dates. And if you have seen it, I wonder how closely you were paying attention to all of the costume changes. Did you count them? Because it might help you for this next one. What is the total number of costumes worn during each performance of Aladdin on Broadway? About 300, exactly 20, or over 500? This is a huge, brilliant cast. Brilliant, I should say, in both their performances and in the glitter and color and variety of the clothes they wear. With a cast of over 30, many of whom play multiple characters in the bazaar, in the castle, and don't forget all of those animals in the aforementioned parade when I sang, remember? Let's all forget. Let's just say the backstage dressers at Aladdin see a lot of action. The answer is here, about 300 costumes. That many are worn during every performance of Aladdin. With 8 performances a week, that's around 2,400 costume changes for a single Broadway production. Woof. All right, let's head over to Q7. Which Oscar-winning artist wrote the score to the Broadway production of Aladdin? Alan Cumming, Alan Menken, or Alan Rickman? Oh man, all 3 of these Alans are amazing! Alan Cumming is a Tony Award-winning actor. You might have seen him in Cabaret on Broadway or Macbeth, or perhaps on screen in the classic Spice Girls movie Spice World. No, just me? Okay, well, he's an incredible talent, but he didn't write Aladdin. And Alan Rickman, well, you probably know him as the spooky AF Severus Snape in the Harry Potter movies. Again, a genius, but not the genius who wrote Aladdin. The answer here is Alan Menken, who also wrote The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Little Shop of Horrors, and about a jillion other films. A jillion. That's a technical term, right, guys? All right, 405 of you are making your way to Q8. Sorry, not sorry for that one. Let's talk some more about the Broadway cast. Before Aladdin, Adam Jacobs played what character in Disney on Broadway's production of The Lion King? Was it Simba, Scar, or Timon? Now, here's a fun fact about Adam. His sister, Ariel Jacobs, originated the role of Princess Jasmine in the Australian production of Aladdin, and now she flies on that magic carpet at the New Amsterdam Theatre on Broadway 8 performances a week. Luckily, the two never played opposite each other. That brother-sister dynamic might have gotten a little weird with the whole falling in love thing, a whole new world indeed, but Adam Jacobs did play the role of Simba. Adam's a true leading man, and Disney knew it from the start. Over at Lion King, he was that lovable lion leader. Rawr. All right, 268 of you kings and queens are still in it. Here's question 9. How many full-length Disney animated feature films came before the original version of Aladdin? Was it 19, 14, or 30? Geez, the RTF team is not making these easy. You're gonna have to earn it. Let's see, I wonder how many of them I can name. Let's see, Dumbo, Bambi, Snow White, Cinderella. There've definitely been at least 4, and there's not enough time to count before the time runs out. Let's just say there are so many classic Disney films. Hopefully they'll all be available on Disney Plus, the new streaming service coming soon, because I could definitely sit and binge them all. All 30 of them, that is. Did you guess that one right? Way more than 30 of you got it correct. 75 still in it, and you're moving on to our final round. You're all incredible and magical and didn't even need to use your 3 wishes to fly right on to question 10. If you use an extra life, you can get more. Just refer some more friends. Question 10. Of the 5 Tony Awards Aladdin was nominated for in 2014, which one did it win? Best Original Score, Best Musical, or Best Performance by a Featured Actor in a Musical? Now, if you were paying attention, there was actually a reference to this in an earlier question. And that winning speech was a memorable one. The person accepting the award did what he called a praise shout, essentially a tap dance of delight and excitement and gratitude right there at the podium. That was the incredible James Monroe Iglehart, who we talked about back in Q2. And he won for Best Performance by a Featured Actor in a Musical. I can't believe that was the only Tony they won. The production is so incredible. Speaking of one, 125 of you got that right, and you're the ones flying on a magic carpet right into our Cave of Wonders, by which I mean the winner's circle. You're splitting our $250 reward dollar prize with your fellow winners. Let me shout some of you out. We've got so many people playing, 125 won. We have Genius out there and Karen Hay, Bonnie Jean 28, Heneha, N Savage 4095. So many folks have joined us, and I couldn't be more grateful. I want to also let you know that, of course, we still have one thing left to do. Let's run that ticket lotto. All right. The names are flying around. We already had one player take home a reward box prize, and now one lucky fan is going to be getting 2 free theater tickets. Now remember, if your name's chosen, you'll be prompted with a list of events near you. You can choose any one of them. Just be sure to make your pick within 24 hours. All right, the lotto's slowing down. It looks like we're getting closer to having a winner. And that winner is Sand and Snow. Congratulations. 2 theater tickets are all yours. Awesome job. To everyone still watching, thank you so much for playing. I'm your host, Laura Heywood. You can follow us at Reward the Fan and follow me at Broadway Girl NYC. Don't forget to tune into our next game in just a little bit. And until then, just remember, we will always be your biggest fan. Have a good one, and congrats again to Sand and Snow.